You don't understand though. Like I'm not in a chair. I'm literally like on my knees this entire podcast.
Why? Really?
Yeah,
dude, that's some work.
Like
right there.
You should see like when we end, I can barely walk. I'm like an old man.
Why don't you just sit cross-legged or something?
Because you can't. For one, you can't see the stuff behind me, and this is like on something. I'm not gonna sit cross-legged with it like in my lap. That'd be weird.
Sit in a desk like I do.
I don't have a desk in my room.
Find a desk.
Well, there is a desk, but there's a bunch of stuff on it.
Oh, poor Wade.
So I can't use it.
Poor Wade.
Welcome back to whatever episode this is of the Real Duo podcast, the most mediocre podcast on the internet. I'm one of your hosts, Wade.
I'm another host, Devon.
What have you been watching this week, Devon?
I have 3 movies. I've watched a lot of shit, so there are 3 that are like significant, I guess.
What are they?
I watched I, Tonya, which I told you about that before. That skating movie with.
Still haven't seen. Have no interest in seeing at all. Everyone says it's great, but I'm just like it is. It just doesn't appeal to me.
The acting in it's great. Story is a true story, so it's great. It's all good. It's all good. I liked it.
I don't like ice.
Yeah, we talked about that last when I watched it. Fighting with My Family, I watched that.
Was that any good? Because I heard that was actually surprisingly good.
It was actually kind of good, and the girl in it is the girl that's going to be in Black Widow. So
yeah, she is. How was The Rock? Because it looked like from the trailer he was playing like a dickhead, and that's fun.
He's barely in it. He's in 2 scenes.
He's on the poster.
Because he's The Rock.
That's false advertising, all right?
Let's throw The Rock in there.
We should sue. Is he playing himself?
Yeah, he plays himself. It's based on a true story about the WWE.
That's cool. Is he fun in it though? Like for the small part, is he like a fun asshole?
Did you see the trailer?
I did.
Then that's all of his scenes, right there.
That's all of them? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's like all of his scenes.
Jesus Christ. Rock's making like 15 movies a year. All right, he can't like show up for a couple days and like.
This came out in 2017. What was he doing in 2017? No, it came out last year. It came out in 2018. It came out last year. Yeah. What did he do in 2019?
Fucking nothing. I don't know.
He made Jumanji and he made Hobbs and Shaw. So he was busy.
Yeah.
He was busy.
I guess. Busy doing nothing.
And then I watched Silver Linings Playbook.
Oh really? How'd you feel about that one?
Jennifer Lawrence and Bradley Cooper. I thought it was good for. It's a movie about 2 crazy people. So
it is, which I can relate to.
It's good. I just don't like. They were trying to have emotional moments, and I was just like, I don't feel nothing for this. But
yeah,
but like it was good. And what's his name's in it? The guy, fucking the Irishman guy,
Robert De Niro.
Yeah, Robert De Niro.
Show some respect.
I kept wanting to say
elders.
I kept wanting to say Martin Scorsese, and I'm like, that's not him.
It's not Martin Scorsese.
But yeah, he's in it. He's the dad, and he's really good.
He's really good in it. I saw that a while ago, like a couple years back, and everyone was like, I remember when it came out, and everyone was like ranting and raving about it, and was like, "This is the best thing ever." Then I watched it, and I was like, "All right, it's fine." Like it's not a bad movie, but like,
didn't it win some awards or something?
It like swept the Oscars, I think, when it came out.
Did it really?
I think so. It was nominated for a bunch of stuff, I think.
Well,
I also don't like Jennifer Lawrence. So.
I also watched part of A Beautiful Mind. I didn't watch the whole thing. So
I didn't watch the whole fucking thing. That's a good movie.
I was busy doing stuff when we were watching it because Caitlin had to watch it for school. So
fucking finish it.
I've watched the end, so I know how it ends.
Oh.
I didn't see the beginning.
That's the movie with Russell Crowe, right? Where he's like writing shit on like windows and stuff.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
I was really confused because I didn't see the beginning, and I was like, because like the Paul Bettany's in it, and I'm like, why is he hating on Paul Bettany? Like why is he just ignoring Paul Bettany? I'm like, that was
he's upset that Paul Bettany's in the better cinematic universe.
Yeah, that's what it is. And then
like, fuck you, Paul Bettany.
Caitlin was like, he's not there, you dumb.
Spoilers for people who haven't seen
that movie's like
mine.
30 years old.
Doesn't matter, Devin. Not everyone's seen it.
But yeah, she's like, he's not there. He's got schizophrenia or whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes so much more sense now.
That's why you should watch a movie from start to finish, Devin.
I was busy. I was doing stuff.
Busy schmizzy. Fucking, there's nobody's busy for Russell Crowe.
I at least watched part of it. Like, I didn't like not watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
What have you been watching this week? Those are all my ones.
I watched that. Remember that Ryan Reynolds movie that came out in like 2015 that everyone kind of forgot about called Selfless?
No.
Where it's like Ben Kingsley is like an old man and he's dying, and then he like switches bodies with Ryan Reynolds, and he's like, "Oh, I'm young and hot because I'm Ryan Reynolds," and then like action shit happens.
No.
Well, I watched that.
It's so forgettable that I don't even remember it.
Exactly. This was like right before Deadpool came out, so this was like pre Ryan Reynolds' resurgence, where he just became like a huge star again. So everyone kind of just like forgot about this movie.
Poor Ryan.
It's not terrible. It's very derivative of another movie called Seconds, which is a great film. But that's from the 50s, so nobody's probably fucking seen it. It was fine. I don't understand why Ben Kingsley was in it, because he's in it for like 5 minutes and then he's like, "Oh, I'm old," and then he switches bodies.
Ben Kingsley, he's the guy in Iron Man 3, right?
He was also fucking Gandhi.
Yeah. Wait, in that movie we watched in geography?
Yeah. That's really? Like a real movie.
I know, but I don't. That's the only time I've ever watched it, was in that.
Yeah. That's the only time you should ever watch it, because why the fuck would you just watch a movie about Gandhi?
Because everybody wants to learn about Gandhi and how he fasted for like a year.
Google it.
Nah, nobody's that interested.
Fair.
What was it good? Was Selfless good?
It was all right. There was some fun action in it. It was kind of like obvious what was going to happen the whole time. And Ryan Reynolds, I'm glad that Ryan Reynolds wasn't like a quippy asshole in the whole movie, because I was like, Ben Kingsley's not really like a funny guy, and he wasn't like funny in the movie. So like, if he all of a sudden just turns into Deadpool, I'd be like, this is dumb. It's one of Ryan Reynolds' more serious roles, and he was fine in it. It's a movie, like, it happened. I'm never going to watch it again.
I was going to say, was it as good as Buried?
No. Buried is a fucking masterpiece. All right. Buried is amazing. I love that movie.
All right. Well, what else did you watch?
I've been going through Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, the animated series.
I thought you already finished the first animated series.
I finished Justice League like yesterday. I just started Justice League Unlimited today. First episode of Justice League Unlimited is really bad. The music in it is fucking terrible.
Does it bring back nostalgia?
It is a little bit.
I don't think I ever watched Unlimited. I know I did a couple episodes of
Justice League. Is great.
Justice League.
Like going back and rewatching it, there were like every episode is like a 2 or 3 part episode, so it really feels like you're watching a movie. And there's one like really awesome like World War II episode where they like get transported back in time, and like Vandal Savage is like fucking up the time and everything, and he's like a Nazi now. But it was awesome.
No Nazis.
They weren't called Nazis, obviously, because it's a program for kids.
You can't put Nazis in the Justice League.
But they did have a frozen Hitler, so you can show Hitler, but I guess you can't call him a Nazi.
Nazis are for Marvel only,
I guess.
AKA
they didn't even call them Nazis either. You fucking pussies.
But they are. No, they did. Didn't they mention him in the first movie?
There's a brief mention that he's like working with Hitler, but they never once called them like Nazis.
I think they called
bullshit.
Them Nazi Science Division. I thought that was. Like,
do they?
I think so.
Because I know there's one swastika on one of the soldiers, and it's like itty bitty. I'm like, have the balls, Disney. Like, Jesus.
No swastikas.
No swastikas in a fucking. But the pacifier has swastikas all over it.
That was a dark time in Disney's.
That was also Vin Diesel. He was like, I'm not gonna make this movie unless I can put a fucking swastika in it.
Where's the pacifier 2, Vin Diesel? Huh?
God damn it! Quit making Fast and Furious 9 and 10. Make pacifier 2.
Trailer for Fast and Furious 9, and that looked boring as shit.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the Fast and Furious movies, so
like,
I mean,
like at the end, they did like that, like they show the title and then something cool happens. At the end, like some dude walks out, and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a character from one of the other movies who died.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know who this guy is.
Yeah, it's that trailer was definitely like, I'm sure if you're a fan, because I saw some fan reactions of it, and people losing their minds and stuff. I'm sure for fans, they probably loved it.
They're like, yeah.
I was just like, all right.
Chinese guy's back, and
I think he's Japanese, Devin.
What same area?
You're racist. Same area.
Same part of the world.
I mean, yeah, I guess, sure, but they get very mad when you say that.
No Japanese people probably listen to our podcast.
Probably not. No, nobody listens to our podcast. I also went back and watched the Back to the Future trilogy, and they're all fucking great.
Oh yeah, I forgot you did that.
I did.
It's
right there. You can see it.
Oh, I see it. It's all glorious. Right, 3's the worst. I'm just letting you know.
What? Everyone says that. All right.
Because it is.
Why?
It just is. It's just not.
No, you can't just say it just is. Why is it the worst? Give me examples.
Okay.
3 is a lot of fun. It's not like it's like Godfather 3. Like it's not the amazingness that is Godfather 1 and 2, but it's fine.
It's not bad. Okay. For one, it's just not as good as the other two.
I think it's better than 2 at least.
And number 2 is it feels so disjointed from the other two that it doesn't even feel like it's part of that whole.
Because it's a fucking Western.
Yeah, exactly. Why is Back to the Future a Western?
Why is it in the future? Why is it in the 50s? I don't know, because it's a fucking movie.
I'm just saying. Like you asked me to say why I didn't like it. And that's why I don't.
It's a lot of fun, and it's somehow connected to A Million Ways to Die in the West, which sucks.
You're just a sucker for Western movies.
I love Westerns. Westerns are great.
Exactly. You're biased.
And my old shakes running around with a gun.
Really old shakes.
Old shaky shakes. I'm allowed to say that because he himself makes fun of it.
So does he call himself Shakes?
No, he doesn't call himself Old Shakes, but he makes fun of the fact that he has Parkinson's.
He walks in a room, hey, Old Shakes now.
he just walks in and goes, hey, Old Shakes. And that's it.
And
who the fuck was that?
He forgets why he's there and he leaves.
Like, didn't you hear what he said? It's Old Shakes.
Old Shakes? He gets PTSD when he goes and gets a milkshake. People are just,
he gets PTSD.
Yeah, because everybody calls him Shakes. I want to shake. And then he's I
want to shake. He's like, oh my God.
No.
It's happening again.
Is that everything you watched, or is that all the
I mean, that's all the stuff I care to talk about.
All right. Are we going into movie news, or we're going to talk about the Oscars?
I mean, that's fucking movie news. Let's talk about the Oscars.
You want to do that first before we get into like news?
Talk about the Oscars.
Oscars 2020. Got anything you want to state before we kind of just go through some of these?
Well, first I want to say that like I feel like whoever runs the Oscars only saw like 5 movies this year, because every like the same 5 movies were nominated for like the same categories over and over again. So that shit needs to change. But I mean, I wasn't like upset with anything. Like, I'm glad. I think all the stuff that won was like appropriate. I wasn't like angry or pissed off like some people were.
But out of everybody in the United States of the motherfucking America, how many people actually fucking seen Parasite? Can someone please raise your goddamn hand and tell me, for the love of Christ, how many fucking people in the United States of a motherfucking America saw Parasite?
Was there any surprises that you saw?
I was surprised at Parasite winning Best Picture.
Parasite fucking swept the Oscars.
Parasite, I think it got 4 Oscars.
I think so, something close to that.
Like that, like I don't think there's ever been. I probably should have looked this up before we started, but I don't feel like it. I don't think there's ever been a foreign movie to win Best Picture and Best Foreign Film.
And let's give Parasite, the first fucking thing they said, Parasite, the first foreign language movie to ever win Best Picture. Well, pat yourself on the fucking back, Academy. Go pat your woke ass fucking selves on the fucking back. I am sorry. This is fucking ludicrous. It's fucking asinine. I can't believe this shit.
In the same year.
It hasn't. But there has been one win one and one win the other, but not in the same year. So
that's crazy.
They were talking about that on the news the other day.
That's awesome. And Parasite's an awesome movie. I'm glad that it won Best Picture. I'm not like, I know there's some people online that are like, oh man, I'm pissed that the Joker didn't win. But Parasite's a better movie.
I don't know what Parasite is.
Joker's good, but I don't think it was Best Picture good.
No, and it won for the appropriate categories, I think.
Do you want to just go through some of these categories? Talk about
if you want to.
All right. So, Best Performance by an Actor, Leading Role, Joker,
Joaquin Phoenix. Which was obvious.
No surprise there.
Yeah, you look at that list, you're like, all right, like it's Joaquin Phoenix, like he's gonna win. That's like if Meryl Streep gets nominated, like she's gonna win.
The other 2 that were even possibly close was Leonardo DiCaprio and Adam Driver. I mean,
Leonardo DiCaprio didn't do anything
exactly
in that movie. Like everyone loves that movie. It's fine. I don't hate it, but he didn't do anything. Adam Driver honestly was pretty great in Marriage Story. Like sure, but it's Joaquin Phoenix, all right.
Right, and he knocked it out of the park.
And he played a crazy person, so he's gonna win.
He did. This one, the best supporting actor, I don't know if I agree with this one, but Brad Pitt for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I probably wouldn't agree. Who else was nominated?
Tom Hanks, Anthony Hopkins, Al Pacino, and Joe Pesci.
Al Pacino, I think, probably should have won because he had a lot of fun.
Al Pacino, and I'm sure Tom Hanks did a great job.
I still haven't seen that movie.
I haven't either, but I'm sure he did great. I don't know. I don't know if Brad Pitt was the winner.
I love Brad Pitt though, so I'm glad that he won something.
And he was the best part of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
And he was the saving grace of that movie. He was much fun in that movie.
But I don't know if he deserved it. I haven't seen A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, and I haven't seen The Two Popes, so I don't know how anything.
I haven't. That came on Netflix like a month ago, and I was like, "What the fuck is this Netflix movie?" But apparently, it's like amazing.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
But if I were doing it just on the ones I've seen, Al Pacino would have.
Al Pacino was so much fucking fun. Like, talk shit about The Irishman all you want, but like, Al Pacino was having the time of his goddamn life making that movie. All right.
Yabba dabba doo.
And then best leading role for an actress was I can't pronounce that person's name, but in Judy, what's her name?
Oh, Renee Zellweger.
Yeah, Renee Zellweger.
I didn't see Judy because I don't care.
I didn't either, and I didn't see any of the other movies, so I can put my input on.
I'm surprised that ScarJo didn't
for Marriage Story.
She was fantastic in Marriage Story.
I didn't see Marriage Story, so I don't know.
Marriage Story is a great movie. If you want to see people just yell at each other for like 2 hours.
Did you see Judy? Can you put your input on?
I didn't see Judy. I just said that.
Oh, you did? I didn't hear you. My fault. I wanted to see Harriet because that movie looked good, but I didn't see that.
I saw the trailer for Harriet. I was like, this movie looks goofy.
It does, but it looks
like I can't like Harriet Tubman with like a gun running around like being a badass. I'm like, this is weird.
And then best performance supporting actress, Laura Dern in Marriage Story. So
That's appropriate because she's really good in Marriage Story. But like, of all the people you could have nominated, like she's not in that movie a whole lot.
ScarJo, I feel like got snubbed for Jojo Rabbit in that one.
She's barely in Jojo Rabbit. I don't understand why she got nominated.
Great job.
She does great. ScarJo's a great actress. I'm not like pooping on ScarJo, but she's barely in that fucking movie.
I loved her in that movie. I thought she was good.
She was great.
I haven't seen any other ones. Little Women, Bombshell, or Richard Jewell. I haven't seen any of those.
I didn't see any of those. Richard Jewell looks amazing, but
I wish I would have saw it in theaters, but I didn't. Best animated film. Did you hear what one this?
Fucking Toy Story, obviously.
Toy Story 4. I mean, I don't know what else is gonna beat that.
No, if a Pixar movie gets nominated, which they do pretty much every year, they're gonna win.
The only
year I think that they didn't win was when Spider-Verse got nominated.
Probably
because Spider-Verse won.
Did they even have a movie come out that year?
I think Incredibles 2.
Oh yeah, Incredibles 2 wasn't that good. So.
It wasn't. It was a piece of shit.
And then the only one that could even compete with that I thought was How to Train Your Dragon 3, and Toy Story 4 definitely
didn't see it. Didn't see either of these movies.
Toy Story 4 definitely deserved it. Achievement in cinematography, 1917 was the winner. 100% agree with that. Like, nah.
I still haven't seen 1917, but Roger Deakins, I'm sure that movie looks gorgeous because he's a fantastic.
Let's just say this: out of the 5 nominated movies, I've seen 4 of them, and 1917 is for sure the best one out of the 4 I've seen. The Irishman, Joker, Lighthouse, 1917, Once Upon a Time.
Lighthouse probably should have won because Lighthouse is a beautiful movie.
I'm not saying it isn't, but 1917 was a completely one-shot movie.
I'm sure it is, but that doesn't matter.
That is cinematography.
Because The Irishman is also fucking nominated, and The Irishman looks ugly as shit.
I'm not saying it is, but I'm just saying out of the 4 I've seen, 1917 deserved it. Best costume is Little Women. I didn't see that.
I didn't even know this movie existed.
Achievement in directing, Parasite, like you said.
Yeah.
And I saw that. Did you see the video of the guy getting the award? He's
like, I'm gonna get so drunk tonight or whatever. That dude's really fun. If you watch I think he went on Jimmy Fallon, that awful Jimmy Fallon talk show, and like right before Parasite came out, and he was really funny.
Was he?
Yeah.
Does he speak English or does he?
He speaks a little English. He has a translator with him, but sometimes he speaks English. He's not like super fluent in it, but he can speak plenty.
Did you agree with best directing for him though?
I think so. Parasite is like a fucking movie, man.
You wouldn't give it to Tarantino?
For what? Pointing a camera at actors and saying, "Hey, just do stuff." That's not direct. That's not directing. Scorsese might have. I'm surprised that The Irishman got snubbed this year because I know everyone's pooping on it, but it didn't win anything.
Wow.
I know everyone's pooping on it, but The Irishman's a good fucking movie. All right,
It was.
it deserves something at least.
Best documentary, American Factory. Don't know.
Never see any of these fucking documentaries because I don't like documentaries.
Best documentary short. It's learning to skateboard in a war zone.
Never seen any of these fucking shorts.
In parentheses, if you're a girl.
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably why I won then.
Best editing, Ford versus Ferrari. I don't know if that deserved that.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
But,
I didn't hate Ford versus Ferrari. I thought it was fine, but like best editing, like really?
I mean, its competition was The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, and Parasite. So I mean,
Jojo Rabbit has some good editing in it.
it does.
I'd say that probably deserves it more.
I don't know if Jojo Rabbit won anything either, but
No, it did.
it did. Oh well, we haven't got to
when we
it.
go down the list.
But yeah, I don't remember any notable editing in Ford versus Ferrari.
No,
It's just the basics that I can think of. Cut.
basically, yeah. Shot, reverse shot. Here's a shot. Here's a couple shots of cars.
Yeah. Best international film, Parasite, obviously.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of the other ones, so couldn't tell you. Best makeup was Bombshell. Surprised Joker
Didn't see Bombshell. I heard it was really good.
Surprised Joker didn't win that. To be
Joker is fucking Joaquin Phoenix in face paint. Like
honest. He's got a clown face on.
Let's talk about Joker. Okay, look at United States of America right now. What is more important to our culture than the Joker?
oh man, I could do that.
The whole movie.
Not the whole movie. Like the last 30 minutes, maybe.
I say like half the movie. He's got clown face. He's
The
got it on.
majority of it.
He's got it on in the beginning for his job.
A little bit,
Mm.
but it's still just fucking clown makeup.
Best achievement in music written for a motion picture, aka original score, Joker. Joker.
I
has
think
some
that's definitely the
damn
Joker
good-
score is fucking fantastic.
Do you think John Williams got snubbed for Rise of Skywalker?
No, John Williams ever won an Oscar for any of his music?
Yes, he's
And
won.
he can shut up and deal with it.
I think he's
Alright.
won like 4 for all Star Wars movies. to be
Then
honest.
he can shut up. He retire. All right.
Did Marriage Story have good score? It was nominated.
No, because it was the score was by Randy Newman,
Yeah,
and it's like the most forgettable shit I've ever heard. I don't even know why it's nominated for that.
it's weird.
You got a friend in me. He doesn't do that, but he did that song.
What is this? Is this the same motion achievement in music written for a motion picture? Achievement in music written for motion pictures. I don't know what this is, but this is something with Rocket Man at one. Oh, just the song? Oh, it's just the song. Original song. Sorry. I'm Gonna Love Me Again from Rocket Man. That one.
That's the only thing Rocket Man won for.
Yep.
Which
That's
sucks.
the only thing. I think that's the only thing I got nominated for.
It did, yeah, it did. It was.
Best motion picture, Parasite. We talked about that earlier.
Mhm.
Did it deserve it? Do you think?
Best picture of the year? Fuck yeah.
Its competition was Ford versus Ferrari, Irishman, Jojo
Ford
Rabbit,
versus
Joker,
Ferrari getting nominated for best picture is fucking insane.
Joker, Little Women, Marriage Story, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 1917, and Parasite.
I'd say Parasite and Marriage Story probably were the two that I was kind of rooting for.
1917 was damn good, son.
I'm sure it's fine. I haven't seen it, so I can't have an opinion on it.
No, but it was damn good. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood should not be there,
That's not a movie.
especially for Best Picture.
No.
Hell.
It's
Um,
Tarantino. Like he makes a movie, he could film poop for 2 hours. He's gonna get nominated for some fucking Oscar.
Achievement in production design, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood won that one.
That one's appropriate because the way they recreated the 60s and stuff is like
I thought
flawless.
Jojo Rabbit was pretty good with that too.
Jojo Rabbit was good. I'd say Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was a little bit better though.
Really, you say so?
Yeah.
Best animated short film, Hair Love. Don't know what that is.
Didn't see that. That's that black one.
The black one.
The one with like the black dad and he's like doing his daughter's hair or whatever. Everyone's
Oh.
talking about it because it features black people and that's important.
But best live action short film, The Neighbor's Window. Don't know
Didn't
what
see
that
this because I don't see, where I don't know where people see these shorts from. I've never like every time the Oscars come out, I'm like, where the fuck are these shorts at?
I
Are
don't
they
know.
like film festivals or something?
I don't know because like
Because I never see them.
I know when Kobe won his, I don't know where he put it. To be honest, I don't know. Kobe won that category though.
You did.
Achievement in sound and editing, Ford versus Ferrari. Again,
That makes sense.
does it?
All the like the engine sounds and the cars
Yeah.
racing and everything. Like they did a good job with.
I did
sound
get some
editing and everything.
goosebumps for some of those like revving and stuff. That was pretty.
I don't know what cars sound like, so maybe it sucks. I don't know, but it sounded good to me.
Achievement in sound mixing was 1917 winner.
Didn't see it.
So I don't know if it deserved that, but
Sound mixing and sound editing are kind of the same fucking thing.
I already told you on this one, best visual effects, 1917 won, but I think Endgame should have got that, to be honest.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
First of all, Irishman should not have. I mean, visual effects wise, I guess for the de-aging, but other than that, it should not have gotten for the.
No.
The Lion King. It's got some good effects. I'll give it that.
I mean, it looks good.
Rise of Skywalker probably does not deserve to be there.
No, Rise of Skywalker doesn't deserve shit. All right, it does. You know what it deserves? It deserves a buckshot to the face.
Picture that. Picture if Rise of Skywalker won Best Visual Effects. It could say that it's an Oscar-winning movie. Best adapted screenplay is Jojo Rabbit.
Which I didn't know it was adapted from something. Is that a book?
Apparently. I don't know
that.
I don't know either. Apparently, The Irishman was too. Which I mean,
yeah, The Irishman was based off a book.
I knew it was based off like a true story per se, but I didn't know it was a book.
I Heard You Paint Houses.
I Heard You Paint Houses.
That's the name of the book.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
awesome. Which is a much better title than The Irishman. I wish the movie was called that.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a good homage, I guess.
I Heard You Paint Houses.
Best original screenplay was Parasite.
Oh, that's appropriate.
Knives Out got nominated for that,
which is weird. I didn't like Knives Out, but it doesn't deserve fucking anything.
And that was all on this website, at least that it has. That was all of them.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a terrible. Like, I'm not like fucking pissed off.
For the love of Christ!
Like, it was. I thought everything that won, I think, is probably deserves the win.
Nothing. No other movie got snubbed in nominations or anything.
I mean, The Lighthouse definitely.
What did it get? It only got like one.
It got cinematography, and that's it. And it didn't even win that.
Should have been there for Best Picture.
I mean, I understand why it didn't get nominated for shit because it's a weird movie, and old people don't like weird movies.
It's got too many farts.
And there's too many farts. That's probably a big turnoff as well.
Yeah, all the old people were like, "What is this? What am I
this is juvenile.
What is this?"
But let's nominate fucking Jojo Rabbit, a movie about a kid who wants to be a Nazi.
And he kicks Hitler out the window.
The best scene in the movie.
And let's do Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
which isn't a movie, but they only nominated that movie because they were all alive in that time, and they're like, "Oh, I remember all this."
And it was Quentin Tarantino.
And it was Tarantino, who is Hollywood royalty at this point.
He's a god.
He's a god.
I'm sure his last film that he does will make all the Oscars.
Oh, for sure. I don't know why I'm doing this. He's not Italian.
He could be. He could be like 1/8 Italian.
He might be. I don't know. Tarantino, is that an Italian name?
I don't know. He's Irish.
He doesn't look Italian. He looks like a caveman.
He does. He's got that like
he does
forehead.
He's got a big forehead and a big chin.
Yeah. All right. That's all the Oscar stuff. Unless you got any other input.
No.
Next time, I think you should host the Oscars.
Dude, no, I would be I'd be the most cynical host of the Oscars.
Who hosted it this year?
Nobody. They were without a host again.
Oh, again. Damn.
Because that's like a trend now.
Because nobody cares about the Oscars.
No.
It's
I'd be I'd be one of those people who like I'd present something and then just be like, oh fuck. Like this, like really, this is winning.
No, you'd pull a Steve Harvey and announce the wrong person and be like, oh,
I'd do that on purpose though. I'd be like, hey, I want this movie to win, so it's winning, all right?
Like, oh, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood won. Yeah, it was actually The Lighthouse that wasn't.
Oh, you guys, Moonlight won Best Picture. Remember that shit?
Wade.
That meme that went around for like a year, and then nobody remembers Moonlight ever.
Nope.
Well, that's a fantastic film. If you haven't seen it, go watch it.
I haven't, but I saw it on some. I think it was on Netflix.
I think it's on Hulu. I think you watch it on Hulu.
Yeah, maybe that's where I've been watching it. All right, you ready to get into the real movie news? Fuck the Oscars.
Movie news.
Worst viewing ever this year. The Oscars did.
I'm sure because nobody cares anymore. Like this isn't the 50s, all right? Like I don't understand why everybody's like, nobody cares about movies.
There's also
until the Oscars come out.
There's also like 15 different award shows for movies nowadays. So
the Golden Globes, there's the Emmys, Emmys is TV, but there's like the BAFTAs, there's like the Saturn Awards.
Like Disney has their own award show for their own movies,
which is weird.
Yeah, it
shouldn't exist because it's like, all right, we made 5 movies this year and they're all nominated. Like that's not fair.
Well, like they do like best like actor and stuff, and like Robert Downey Jr. has won it every year because he's in a Marvel film every year.
I'm sure he did.
And then like every year Scarlett Johansson's in a movie, she wins Best Actress in that category or whatever. I'm just like, what does this mean anything? Like, do they get a trophy?
It's just a bunch of like friends just being, hey, we're rich and we're gonna nominate ourselves for stuff.
Like, does Robert Downey Jr. even go? Like, is he in the audience? Or did they like mail it to him?
Probably mail it to him. He didn't have time for that shit.
He goes, he gets slimed. Oh wait, this is not Nickelodeon. Never mind.
He gets slimed.
Remember, I used to watch that. The
Kids' Choice Awards.
Kids' Choice Awards. Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
That used to be the shit.
Hell yeah. Remember when The Rock hosted? It was fucking awesome. He did like a weird like Samoan dance and everyone was so confused because kids don't know what the hell.
Didn't like Will Smith host it one year or something?
I think he did. Jack Black hosted it like 4 times.
Yeah. I think I watched the Will Smith one. I don't remember. Some black guy hosted it. I remember that.
Some black guy.
It was Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon probably hosted at one point. Nick Cannon is...
I think it was him. Now that I think about it.
What is Nick Cannon like famous for? Like, I know he was on like Nick shows, but like, why is he as famous as he is?
Is he famous though? Like, if you walked up to like a 14-year-old right now, like, who's Nick
not
Cannon?
A 14-year-old, but if you walked up to people our age, that yeah, of course.
Oh, okay, yeah, because that was our time, the 90s. Like, but if you walk up to a person that's younger than us, they're gonna be like, who the fuck?
Well, yeah, but you could do that with anything. Go up to someone and ask them who fucking like Paul Newman is. They'd be like, who the fuck is Paul Newman? But go ask an old man who Paul Newman is. He'd be like, oh, he's in my favorite pictures.
He's in my favorite pictures.
Like, yeah, it's gonna happen.
I guess, but I feel like the judgment on famous is like younger people.
I guess. I mean, do younger people even know who the fuck Will Smith is anymore?
I'm sure they do. He was just in Aladdin. So they're like, oh yeah, that guy,
the Blue Genie man.
Blue Genie, and he was just in
CG.
He was just in Bad Boys for Life. So
yeah, I'm sure all the kids are fucking seeing Bad Boys for Life.
10-year-olds, you would have if you were 10.
Well, yeah, because I saw the other movies when I was like 10. I would have been fuck yeah.
Exactly. All right.
No kids are watching Bad Boys.
There could be one right now.
Those movies are dated and stupid.
They're going for the Michael Bay stuff.
Yeah, they're all Michael Bay fans.
All Michael Bay fans. All right, let's get into the movie news. You want to start? Or you want me to start?
It's up to you. What the fuck do you want to know?
All right, I'll do it. I'll start. Adam Sandler signs a new deal with Netflix to make 4 fucking more movies for Netflix. So.
Great. Which means one of those movies is going to be quality.
One of them?
Yeah. Because like he put out the Meyerowitz stories like a couple years ago, and I think that was part of his like original deal. And that movie was great. That movie was fantastic. But then he also came out with Ridiculous 6 and The Do-Over and fucking Murder Mystery and Sandy Wexler, and those are all shit.
Which are all not even like bad movies, they're just like bland.
Ridiculous 6 is a pretty bad movie.
Oh, well, yeah, Ridiculous 6 is. There's a whole like 2-minute scene of like a mule pooping on something.
That was funny. That was the only scene I laughed at. But everything else was dumb.
I want something like Uncut Gems. Make 4 of those movies.
Uncut Gems is another one that got snubbed at the Oscars. Uncut Gems deserves some recognition, all right?
I haven't seen it, but I know it's good. It's
fantastic. It's so fucking good.
I'm waiting for them to drop it on Netflix because it was in my theaters for like a week, and I didn't.
I think it's only coming on Netflix in like foreign places.
That's stupid. I'm waiting for it though.
Just get the Blu-ray when it comes out.
I'll probably do that too. Either rent
it,
get it
digitally or something.
Steal it from somebody. I don't know.
Yeah, or you can watch it online because everything's free.
Probably, I could do that too. All right, what you got? You got something?
Leonardo DiCaprio is in talks to play Evel Knievel in a biopic.
Evel Knievel, the stunt stunt guy, the guy who shot himself out the cannon.
Yeah, no, the other Evel Knievel, the accountant.
The accountant. Why is Leonardo DiCaprio doing it? Is Quentin Tarantino?
He's in fucking everything now. I think Channing Tatum at one point was in talks to do this.
Is this like a big movie?
I don't know. They've been talking. Like I've heard like rumblings of like them wanting to do an Evel Knievel biopic for a while.
Evel Knievel does not seem like the type of person you want to make a biopic about.
I mean, apparently he was like a big asshole.
But like, is his life interesting enough to make a whole movie about?
I mean, he was a big asshole, so probably. He also like jumped over stuff for a living, so it's like,
yeah.
But, you expect that guy to be an upstanding citizen? Like, no.
Not. But like, you could be like, oh, he jumped over a helicopter and he like didn't make it.
Yeah, that's gonna be the whole movie, just him failing and
his leg got chopped off,
breaking bones.
I told you, biopics are becoming the new trend.
They've always been a trend. That's not like a new thing.
No, but like I feel like they're becoming like bigger now.
They're having a resurgence.
Yeah, like, but after Bohemian Rhapsody, like I feel like there's just so many biopics coming out.
I mean, yeah, there definitely is an influx of biopics recently.
Because Bohemian Rhapsody made all the monies.
Bohemian Rhapsody, I have not seen. I've seen clips, and it looks terrible.
It's pretty good. I liked it.
It looks really bad. I haven't seen it though, so I can't
I
talk
could
about
be
it.
biased because I just like the Queen music, but
I like Queen music too. Queen music is fantastic. But Bryan Singer directed that movie, and he's like he diddles kids or whatever.
he diddles kids.
Yeah.
That's a word. He
Diddles kids is a saying.
He diddles their balls.
I wasn't going that in depth, but all right.
Gosh. Do you know who Pee Wee Herman is?
Yes, I have this news also. You probably fucking stole this from me because I posted it
Steal it from you
on Snapchat.
I didn't even know you posted on Snapchat. So.
You fucking saw my Snapchats. I can see who sees my Snapchats. All right.
I sometimes just
You
click
liar.
through. I sometimes just click through and I don't.
Yeah,
read.
you probably were like, "Oh, Pee Wee Herman. Oh, what is that
Pee
about?"
Wee Herman. No, I think I saw it on Reddit. A dark Pee Wee Herman reboot where he's an alcoholic.
Yeah, this sounds really fucking. This sounds so cool. And he wants the Safdie brothers to direct, which is like they did Uncut Gems and Good Time, and I'm like, "Fuck yes." This sounds incredible.
This seems like an idea you would have just sitting in your bathroom. One
It
day,
would.
shit. Like let's make a dark Pee Wee Herman movie where he's an alcoholic. Like
Picture this: Barney in prison.
Barney. He's got a gat.
He's got tattoos. He's got guns. He's jacked to the nines.
He's smoking, doing drugs.
Hell yeah! Let's do that. Let's do this more with like iconic. Like let's make a hard R, like raunchy, like Teletubbies movie. All right.
Let's make a Ronald McDonald
Fuck. Well, we got that. It's called Joker.
Joker-esque movie.
With Ronald McDonald running through the subway with a gun. I can. Oh my god! I can picture that in my head. It's so funny.
Give me a Big Macs.
He goes to Burger King. He tries to rob a Burger King. That's the plot.
The whole movie's a heist for the Burger King.
We could do a Batman versus Superman-esque movie where it's Ronald versus the King.
It's a whole fast food cinematic universe.
Who's gonna be Taco Bell? That little dog.
Little dog. We'll have a little girl. Her name's Wendy's or Wendy.
Her name's Wendy's.
Her name's Wendy.
Wendy apostrophe S is her name.
Wendy S. That's
Wendy S.
Wendy S. And then I don't know.
We'll have a cow for like Chick-fil-A. They just got to punch a cow.
There'll be a Subway in the city.
No, get Jared Fogel's ass out of prison.
He's the kingpin of the universe.
He's the kingpin. He's Wilson
Yes.
Fisk. Oh my god, dude, we just came across something amazing. All right,
a gold mine.
If we don't like make this at some point, our lives have no meaning. All right.
I don't think any of those restaurants would lend us their rights to be able to use.
No, they wouldn't. That's why we have to like change them up a little bit. Like in Coming to America, McDowell's. We just got to do that. We just got to like change it.
Are we gonna put Grimace in it, and he looks like Thanos? And he looks like Thanos.
I didn't even fucking think of Grimace. He'll have the Infinity Gauntlet, but it'll have sauces on it.
Yes. Oh, it'd be
The
great.
Infinity Saucelet.
It'll be great.
Fucking hey, dude. This is the type of shit that needs to be made. All right.
This is the masterpiece that will win the Oscars next
Hell,
year.
you're damn right. This is Martin Scorsese would consider this cinema. All right.
No, he would not. He'd be like, "What the fuck?"
He'd be there day one and be like, "This is fucking art."
He'll come out and say, "This is art," and then we'll win the Oscars, and then we'll make a sequel.
Yeah.
And it'll be great.
We'll make a sequel.
And it won't be as good as the original. 'Cause
No,
that's
it'll
how-
suck. It'll suck shit. Then we'll make 7 more.
It'll be the next Fast and Furious movies. It'll somehow end
God.
up in space, and we're doing space stuff.
Space Nuggets.
Space nuggets. It'll be great. We'll get The Rock in it. He'll want to do it.
Oh, dude, The Rock. I'm convinced that like if you just pay The Rock enough, he'll do anything. If
Like,
if together you and I garnered like I don't know, like $50 million together, we could get The Rock in something.
just be like, "Hey, I'll give you some protein bars." He'd be like, "All right, let's do
Okay.
it."
I'll give you some protein shakes. He'd be like, all right, fuck.
You said shakes, and then now fucking Mr. Old Shakes is gonna be freaking out.
Every time you say, he just comes in, hey, starts shaking everywhere. I feel bad for Michael J. Fox.
He's just sitting on his couch right now, and somebody just said shakes to him, and he's freaking out.
That's not how that works, Devin.
I know, but like
It's
that's
not
how it works.
Parkinson's is not like a trigger thing. He's not like a sleeper cell soldier or whatever. He's not fucking Bucky Barnes.
But that's so you gotta say the 3 words, and
Somebody walks in and just goes shakes, and then he's immediately like an assassin. Like that's not how that works.
that should be a movie too, to be honest.
Michael J. Fox, shaky assassin.
It's just a cover. It's just a cover.
No, I'm gonna make that.
Just to cover.
I'm gonna make that old ass Michael J. Fox running around with a gun.
We got a little off topic there. Let's keep
No, we didn't. No, that was an amazing conversation.
completely on topic. Disney reportedly looking to cast Zac Efron as Captain Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean. Reboot.
What?
Yes, because they kicked out Johnny Depp.
So this is a reboot.
It is a reboot, and they
It's
want
not like a prequel or some shit.
reboots with Zac Efron. Reportedly, is what they want.
Can we just why does it have to be Pirates of the Caribbean? Why can't we just have a pirate movie?
Because Pirates of the Caribbean is already a household name.
But is it has anyone seen the last 3 Pirates of the Caribbean movies?
No. How many are there?
Exactly.
5?
There's 6.
6? I've seen 2.
Yeah, I saw the Curse of the Black Pearl, and then whatever the hell the second one.
I don't even know which order they go in. If you gave me all the titles, I wouldn't know which order they go in.
Yeah, they're not 1, 2, 3. They do what the Fast and Furious Blu-rays do, where they all on the Blu-rays they just say 1, 2, 3, but that's not what the movies are called, so it just looks dumb.
Because nobody knows which order they go in.
Exactly.
Because there's so many and they're not very good.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
This is weird though, having a jacked Captain Sparrow. All right, is he gonna sing?
Oh. I mean, he can sing. He was in The Greatest Showman.
He was also in Hairspray. He was also in 3 High School Musical movies. All right.
Yeah, he can sing.
Don't just discredit all of his filmography. All right.
So yeah, his great career that
his storied career.
But yeah, Johnny Depp got kicked out for his abuse with Amber Heard. I don't know
that whole weird situation.
I don't know why he got kicked out of Pirates of the Caribbean for that, considering he was the one being abused. But okay,
I don't know that whole situation. I don't want to talk about that because that's a whole weird situation.
Also, why is Johnny Depp even considering doing another Pirates of the Caribbean movie? I don't know.
Because that's the only thing he has. It's like this and Fantastic Beasts, and I don't think he's going to be in the next Fantastic Beasts.
Where's the Cowboy and the Indian 2 or whatever it is?
The Lone Ranger?
The Lone Ranger, yeah.
Fuck you. That movie made no money.
It didn't, and it
was bad.
It had the guy that was in the Social Network. He was the
fucking Army Hammer.
Yeah.
Fuck him, because he's never going to be Batman.
Damn. John Hamm. John Hamm will be Batman before.
If I ever meet Army Hammer, I'm just going to make fun of him.
Why? What did he do to you?
Nothing. He's just not Batman, and he never will be. And I'm gonna make fun of him because of it.
You're not Batman either.
Yeah, but I didn't. He was literally going to be Batman until the day they started shooting, and then they just canned everything. I'm never gonna be in that situation. All right.
Nah.
So I can make fun of his ass for that.
You'd be like, in my dreams, I'm Batman. Not even in your dreams, you're not.
I could
Batman.
put on a. I can go buy a Batman suit and fucking put that on and say I'm Batman. Army Hammer can't do that.
He can't. He's not legally allowed to.
He's legally not allowed to.
If he does that, there's a sniper that follows.
He's also 6'8", and he could probably kick my ass.
Oh, for sure. He's a muscly dude.
Yeah. And he seems like a very nice guy, but I'd still make fun of him.
Rip your fucking head off.
For sure.
I got 2 more things. You got anything?
I got some stuff.
Yeah, hit me with it. What you got?
Saints Row is apparently getting a movie.
What? Is it going to be as fucking insane as the games?
It would have to be. Why? If it wasn't, it would just be like a weird crime movie.
Just like dildos and shit and whatever.
I don't think this movie's happening.
Who would even make this movie?
I have no clue.
It would have to it would almost have to be like a not rated movie or an X-rated.
No, it would have to be. It would be like a hard R probably. Ugh. There's not like that. Like Saints Row isn't that raunchy. There's you can show a dildo in a movie.
Shove a dildo up somebody's ass so far it comes out their mouth.
Well, they don't do that. That would probably get X-rated.
But it'd be the greatest piece of cinema ever put.
For sure. Martin Scorsese would be there day one.
This is cinema.
This is cinema. Damn it. Fuck Joker.
I don't even know, man. I didn't play a lot of Saints Row games, but I just know they're raunchy as hell.
I only played 2, 3, and 4.
Only 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, I didn't play the first one because fuck it. And they're pretty insane.
A good enough substance to be able to make a whole movie about it?
I mean, there's a story, but it doesn't matter. Nobody gives a fuck about the Saints Row lore.
No.
The 4th one introduced time travel. All right, like fucking everything does.
It sounds like the new Sharknado franchise or something.
It was Sharknado before Sharknado was anyway.
It was Sharknado before Sharknado.
Basically, yeah.
You can't be Sharknado before Sharknado.
Like in the 4th one, you become the president and you fight aliens and time travel.
That should be the movie right there. Just do that.
You can't just jump into that.
Why not?
I'm the president. There's aliens attacking. we're in the Matrix, and then it ends with time travel.
It's Saints Row. Like, let's just.
I mean, I get, but Saints Row isn't like you have to at least like make a Saints Row movie and then get into the weird shit. You can't just like, hey, grandma, here's a fucking goofy Saints Row movie about aliens and shit.
Why would you show your grandma that? It's like showing your grandma Deadpool. Like,
I bet grandmas love Deadpool. All right.
I tried to show my grandma Deadpool once, and she was like, "What am I watching?"
I showed my mom Deadpool, and she was like, what the fuck is this?
Well, my grandma fell asleep halfway through it. So
you actually showed your mom Deadpool?
My grandma
or your grandma?
Yeah. Well, it's not. It was my cool grandma. The one that.
How did she fall asleep? That movie's like 20 minutes.
Because she falls asleep during any movie. You put a movie on, she's like, she's out.
She needs to stop that
immediately. I rewatched V for Vendetta the other day because me and Caitlin were watching it, and she fell asleep. I'm like, I've already seen this movie. Like, I'm watching it so you can watch it.
Caitlin has like narcolepsy or something. All right, like she needs to stop that shit as well.
So like she
V for Vendetta. That's a movie she needs to watch.
She woke up and she's like, "So what was the movie about?" And I was like,
"Oh, fuck you." That's watch the movie.
I was like, "Are you serious?"
Did she fake it? Did she like wake up right as it ended? Like right as the credits came on, she just awake and like, "Oh, hey, what was the movie about?"
I also got up as soon as it ended, so I could have woke her up from it, but
probably.
I don't know. Anyways, moving on. What's the next on your news list?
Chaos Walking, delayed until January 2021. This is a movie that nobody really cares about. I only care about it because Charlie Kaufman is involved with it, and I love Charlie Kaufman.
Wait, what is this movie?
This is Tom Holland and Daisy Ridley.
Yeah,
that movie that's I think was originally supposed to come out like in 2017 or 2018, and it's just been getting pushed back.
This was come out a while ago.
It was.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Probably won't. Apparently, it's been called unreleasable because it's like just fucking terrible. Apparently,
it's that bad.
That's what everyone's saying. So.
When your studio thinks it's so bad that you can't even release it, that's bad.
It is. I want to see this train wreck.
Have you seen the shit they put out? Like, so if they're looking at this and like this is bad, like we can't like I'd rather lose money off this and even try to put it in theaters. Like it's that bad.
Yeah.
That's just sad.
Apparently, that's what they're saying.
That's just sad.
Imagine it comes out and it's like the best thing ever.
It's the next Star Wars, you know?
Fuck, it could be. Anything has the potential to be.
Could be. You never know. Parasite could be too. You never know.
No. People don't like reading.
This next big thing. They'll make the next one in English. It'll be fine.
They'll make the next Parasite 2. All white people.
All white people. Fuck them Koreans.
Wow, you're getting real like racist today.
Again, I don't think any Koreans watch our podcast.
They don't. We don't know. Maybe fucking Kim Jong-un or whatever.
Kim Jong-un's sitting in his fucking castle right now.
What else does he watch?
He watches what buttholes look like because he doesn't have one.
Probably, yeah. I think he has one. He just doesn't poop.
He doesn't poop. He doesn't poop in public. That's the thing.
No, they believe that he doesn't poop. That's like he just doesn't poop.
Like the country believes he doesn't poop?
Yeah, that's like part of his image is that he doesn't poop.
He poops though.
We know that. We also don't live in a dictatorship that is brainwashing its people.
I'm sure there are people do know he poops, but they can't just say it. They're like, "Oh, he doesn't poop."
Well, I'm sure somebody knows, but if they say that, they'll get decapitated.
In the back of their mind, they're like, "That man poops. Everybody poops." There's a book.
Poops.
There's a book about it.
That book doesn't exist in North Korea.
Not North. Yeah, they burned them all with the Nazis.
Burned them. He's like, "Nope, I don't poop.
I don't poop."
They rewrote it called "Everybody Poops Except Me."
Except Kim Jong-un. Poor Korea, man. I feel bad for him.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Everyone does.
All right. Moving on. What else you got?
Mad Max 5 rumored to start filming in the fall.
Didn't we have something about Mad Max 5 earlier in our podcast?
Probably. I don't know.
I haven't seen any of the Mad Max movies.
Why? You need to watch Fury Road, the last one.
I know. I've heard it's amazing.
It's amazing.
Everybody I've talked to is like, it's a great movie.
It's incredible. It's a piece of cinema.
I've seen like clips of it. I've seen like the
It's
car.
so good. Also watch Road Warrior because that movie's good as well. Don't watch Beyond Thunderdome because it's a piece of poop.
That title just sounds cringy.
Beyond Thunderdome. The first like 20 minutes of Beyond Thunderdome is great. It's like the coolest thing ever, and then the rest of it is just not good.
It sounds like a video game.
Beyond Thunderdome.
or it sounds like a level within a video game.
It's also PG-13, and all the other Mad Max movies are rated R. So,
Every movie should be rated R, including like Toy Story and shit like that.
I mean, I agree. Well, we got an R-rated Toy Story. It's called Small Soldiers. All right.
it wasn't very good, but it was a classic.
Don't talk shit about Small Soldiers. All right.
Can you agree with me though?
How dare you say that?
It's not very good, but it's a classic.
Small Soldiers is great.
It's an okay movie.
Major Chip Hazard reporting for duty.
I watched that. Did me and you watch that for the first time together, or did I just watch it with you?
I watched it like years ago as a kid. I had that shit on VHS. We might have watched it. You might have saw it with me the first time.
I saw it with you. I know for sure because we watched it on Netflix.
We did.
I didn't know if that was your first time watching it.
No, I had that shit on. I used to watch the fuck out of that. I had toys. I had Small Soldier toys.
Oh my god.
I had the spazzy dude, and I had the big dumb like, oh, I'm slow. Ugh. I had that guy, whatever the hell his name was.
I haven't seen that movie since we watched it on Netflix, probably 10
Such a
years
fan. It's still on Netflix. Fucking rewatch it because it's art. All right.
It's cinema.
Next piece of news. Disney is apparently working on a live action Peter Pan movie, and they're eyeing Joaquin Phoenix as Captain Hook.
Oh, I thought you were about to say Peter Pan.
Could you imagine that? With his fucking like weird scarred lip. Peter Pan. I want to be a kid.
I thought aren't they making a live action movie already called like Neverland or something?
No, they made one a couple years ago with Hugh Jackman as Captain Hook. It was just called Pan. And nobody saw it.
I swear I saw a trailer for something that was live action Peter Pan related.
I mean, maybe there is. There's like 15 fucking Peter Pan movies.
I don't even know who owns this. Is Disney? Disney owns
this one's Disney. I don't know if they own the fucking rights of Peter Pan as a whole.
It might be so old that it's just like everybody owns.
It could be. I don't know.
Who cares?
I'd say instead of watching whatever the hell this is, watch Hook.
Hook. I've never.
The Robin Williams movie where he's Peter Pan.
Oh,
that's a great movie.
I don't care about Peter Pan.
I don't either, but just watch Hook because it's great. Fuck you.
Little gay boy. I don't care.
Well, we don't know if he's gay. That's not appropriate to say in 2020. All right.
I can say whatever I want. Speaking of live action remakes, I have a Disney live action remake for you. And
I know what this is.
It's gonna blow your socks.
It's not live action for one.
No, it is. It is.
It's not.
I don't know if you. What am I talking about then?
You're talking about Bambi.
No, it's not Bambi. Not talking.
Oh, well, apparently there's a quote unquote live action Bambi thing in the works.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't be live action, like you said.
It wouldn't, unless they use a real deer, which they're not going to do.
Bambi would not be live action.
No, it wouldn't. What is this?
Lilo and Stitch live action coming to Disney Plus.
No. No. Why can't you just leave things alone, Disney? Who's gonna be Stitch? Is Stitch just gonna be like he's gonna look like Sonic?
I don't know.
He's gonna look like this little ugly furball thing. Why do we need this? Lilo and Stitch is a perfectly fine movie. Go watch. There's 4 of those fucking movies and a television show.
There are.
We don't need another movie. Who's gonna play the little Hawaiian girl?
I don't know.
Who's gonna play Mr. Bubbles? Fuck, Terry Crews.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
Fucking A.
Who is gonna play Stitch? I'd get Danny DeVito.
Oh my god. Ohana means family.
That'd be
that'd be amazing. If he didn't get the shot to play Pikachu and do that shit, have him play Stitch. Fucking A. I'm the trash man.
I'm the trash man.
That'd be amazing.
I knew that. Like,
we don't need this.
I knew that like stir the pot for
Stop
you.
with these goddamn remakes. I'm not even like that emotionally attached to Lilo and Stitch. I just hate these fucking remakes.
It's going to be on Disney Plus. So it's not going to be in the theater.
I don't care. It's good. It's just the fact that it exists. I didn't see that Lady in the Tramp thing because it looked fucking terrible.
All right, and then
sad dogs running around.
My last piece of news is Knives Out is officially getting a sequel and possibly hints towards a bigger franchise.
Okay.
Daniel Craig will be the only returning cast member.
Daniel Craig was the best part of that movie, so I'd be fine with that.
Everybody else is going to be new cast.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, because he's like an investigator or whatever.
I hope he does his like dumb like Southern accent again because that was really fun.
You're not cringed about it?
No, I mean I didn't like Knives Out, but I'm not like fucking like upset that I didn't like it. Like I don't care. This movie could be fun. Like I just didn't like Knives Out.
Could be.
I'm not gonna get like pissed that it's Ryan Johnson.
Maybe he won't do the sequel. Maybe he'll do.
Maybe it'll turn out to be a secret Star Wars movie, and he'll fuck that up too.
Maybe they'll make the sequel and it'll be by J.J. Abrams, and then
Fuck. The third one will be by J.J. Abrams, and he's like, "Hey, fuck Ryan Johnson and whatever he did.
let's just ruin this entire franchise.
Let's just ruin it." Daniel Craig now, he's not Southern, he's British.
He's a woman.
He's been
now.
British all along. He's a woman.
Put
He's a
him in
black
direct-
man.
It'd be fantastic.
Oh my
that's-
God. I would honestly love that if they did that.
That's all the news.
I have
that
one
got.
more.
What do you got?
Lethal Weapon 5 is happening apparently.
Amazing.
Do you care about Lethal Weapon at all?
I haven't seen any of them, so I don't know.
I've seen the first one. I don't really like them, so.
So doesn't matter.
But we're gonna see old ass Mel Gibson and old ass Danny Glover running around.
Bring it back, Mel Gibson.
Yeah, he's making a comeback, dude.
Just put the Rock in it. It'll be
He's not a racist anymore. I'm sure The Rock is gonna be the villain. Bunch of old dudes have to take down The Rock. Fuck, that actually sounds a lot of fun.
That sounds like the Expendables 3.
The Rock wasn't in that though.
No, but it was an old bunch of old dudes trying to take out some buff guy.
I mean, yeah, that's all the Expendables movies.
True. It's just about buff people. Like,
Buff dudes, but they're all like in their 60s.
was Bruce Willis ever in one of those movies? I feel like
He was in the first two, and then they kicked his ass out because he was like a bitch or whatever,
Man.
and they replaced him with Harrison Ford in the third one.
Harrison Ford was in the third one.
Hell yeah, you're damn right.
That's awesome.
Harrison Ford and Mel Gibson were in the third one.
Terry Crews is in one of them at least.
I know he's in the first one. I don't know if he's in the second one or
That's
the
awesome.
third one.
That's awesome.
Wesley Snipes is in like all three of them, I think.
Why? He's not a big buff dude.
He's a fucking action star. Fuck you.
I guess so.
He was in Demolition Man. He was in Blade.
Where's Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise is too crazy for this shit, and he's too short.
He'd tell everybody they got to do their own stunts. He'd be like,
And he'd do that weird laugh that he does. He'd be like, "All right, guys, let's strap ourselves to that plane." Ha 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 ha. They'd be like, no, we're not doing that."
no.
We try to induct them into Scientology.
What? That's all. That's all the news that I got.
All the movie news I got.
Yeah, all the movie news. So, what are we doing next?
I have one bit of Star Wars news.
Oh, hit me with it.
Apparently, Taika Waititi denies that he's directing a Star Wars movie.
No, I actually wanted that.
So apparently, that's not happening.
Dang it, Taika. Come
So,
on.
like fresh off his Oscar win, he's just like, "Sorry to disappoint everyone, but I'm not making it.
I ain't doing it.
I ain't doing it. Fuck Star Wars."
He's like, it's too tainted. I can't do that.
He's like, I'm on the Marvel boat, motherfuckers."
It's probably why Marvel probably told him, hey, can't make it.
Like, hey, don't fuck with that franchise. That franchise is dead. All right.
Wait until Kevin Feige gets in there. Then
Wait until Kevin shows up, and then you can make whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, because Kevin Feige's producing one, isn't he?
I think he's like gonna be the new like front runner of the whole thing.
Oh, I've heard
He's producing one, but I think that
Producing.
one, if that comes out and it's good, he'll produce more.
I've heard that it's going to be Jon Favreau.
He might. He's
Running.
got the TV show going though.
Yeah, that's why they're going to let him run it, is because he made one good show, and they're like, all right, he made something good, so let's put him in
And
charge.
apparently, he's the good chef.
You say that every time I mention Jon Favreau.
Cause fuck Jon Favreau, and fuck that show,
Why are you hating on his chef skills?
the chef show. Cause it's a lazy show, all right?
There's a lot of lazy shows out there.
There are, and they don't deserve to be a thing.
You're just jealous you don't have your own show.
I am. I call it the fuck Jon Favreau show. And every week, the same guest is just Jon Favreau, and I just tell him to go fuck himself.
Except for the season finale where you bring Jeff Goldblum on, and
I had Jeff Goldblum. We both tell Jon Favreau to go fuck himself.
I don't have any Star Wars or DC news. So
I have some DC news.
all right, we'll do that then.
Birds of Prey changes its title
Oh,
to hopefully gain ticket sales,
I saw that.
which doesn't make any sense because Harley Quinn was in the trailers and that didn't get butts and seats. I don't think a name change is going to get butts and seats anymore.
I think the name change makes sense for the actual movie because it is just a Harley Quinn movie.
I get, but just call it Harley Quinn then. Don't add Birds of Prey anywhere in the title. Because it's not a Birds of Prey movie.
Does it still have Birds of Prey in the title?
Yeah, it's called Harley Quinn: Birds of Prey.
Yeah, it's not called The Emancipation.
Which that's an awful title, by the way. Just call it The Emancipation of Harley Quinn. Just call it that.
All these titles are bad. Let's just can the movie.
Let's just fucking forget this movie ever existed.
Yeah, let's just do that. I like that idea better.
Next, this is the last piece of DC news I have. Apparently, Black Adam will feature members of the Justice Society of America.
That's actually kind of cool.
It is cool
if this movie actually happens,
which it won't. I just don't see why. Like, we're throwing in the Justice Society like already. We haven't even established Black Adam,
right?
And we're already throwing in another team. But like this fucking universe,
they already did the Shazam family or whatever,
they did that shit too early as well.
So like, might as
but
well.
Like I thought, like just do an origin because Black Adam's origin is honestly like really good. Just do an origin.
I want like some sort of teaser towards Shazam though.
I mean, we'll probably get one. They're talking about doing Shazam 2 and whatever. Like we'll get one. But I want an origin. All right. I want to know who this Black Adam is. Does he murder?
Yes. No. I don't know.
Is he like Batman?
Yes. No.
Does he like walk around with 2 big knives in his hands? Like I don't know about this Black Adam.
This is a different Black Adam.
It is.
His name's not Adam.
His name's like Steven. Black Steven.
You can't say that because that's racist.
Why can't I say that?
It's racist.
How's it racist? His name's Black Adam, all right?
His first name's not Black. His first name's Steven.
Steven Adam. That's just his name. I'm Steven Adam.
I mean, that's a pretty cool name. I take that name.
Yeah, it is.
So that's all your DC?
That's all my DC news.
All right. On to the Marvel stuff.
Marvel.
I got quite a few things. Some of these are just kind of whatever. Owen Wilson cast in the Loki series. How do you feel about this?
Wow. I mean, that's fine, I guess.
I don't know who he's playing.
There's theories going around that he's going to be Rick Jones.
Yeah, there's theories. I think he's just going to be some sort of time travel dude.
I hope he's just some random guy that Loki encounters.
I think that's what he's going to be.
He doesn't need to be like an iconic character. Just have him just be just some dude.
I don't think he'll be a random guy, but I think he'll be like a time cop.
Yeah, have him be like one of the time cop, like just a character. Like he doesn't need to be this iconic character from the comics.
He's gonna break Loki out of the prison that he's in the trailer.
Fuck, that'd honestly be kind of fun.
And then also this ties into the Loki series. It's also a limited series, so this will be the only season of the show.
Okay, good.
That's only this show though. I haven't heard anything about the other shows.
I'm fine with that. That makes sense.
WandaVision is set to come out in December, and Falcon and the Winter Soldier is coming out in August.
Ooh, shit.
Of this year. So.
That's so long, though.
My 2 favorite, most excited for shows coming out this year.
I'm really excited for WandaVision, and I really hope to God they don't fuck this up.
How'd you feel about the little mini teaser?
The little teaser was awesome. WandaVision looks batshit insane, and I'm excited for it. But I hope when we get the parts that are like supposed to be in like 50 sitcoms or whatever, I hope it's shot like a 50 sitcom. I hope there's like a bad set, and I hope there's a laugh track, and I want it to just be that for like the whole episode. Don't like go in and out of like all these things. Like, don't do that.
I don't want a laugh track.
I want a laugh track.
No, I don't want a laugh track.
Because then it's not going to be authentic then.
You can do all the other stuff. I just don't want to laugh.
No, you need the laugh track. It's supposed to be a sitcom.
I don't know, but like the little teaser we got, it looked cool. And did you see there was cribs in the teaser?
I did not see. Everyone was talking about that. I did not see that.
It's a very quick like snap and you miss it type thing.
Yeah.
There's 2 cribs, which confirms our sources from previous episodes where they're doing the Wiccan and Speed or whatever, or whoever.
And Speed. That's how they're going to get Quicksilver back into this universe.
Maybe I don't know.
Speed, I guess.
That show looks pretty good though. I'm excited.
Looks really good.
Let's see what else. Sam Raimi in talks, and most likely, as of what I've heard, is going to direct Doctor Strange 2.
I don't believe this for a goddamn second.
Well, people who are writing the movie have said they've been talking to Sam Raimi. So
I'm sure there have been talks, and I'm sure that like they're interested in Sam Raimi, but there's no fucking way Scott Derrickson would have left over creative differences and then they let Sam Raimi come on. because he's gonna do whatever the hell he wants.
No, they'll strict him down.
No, if a Sam Raimi Doctor Strange movie, he's gonna go full bore with that shit. There's no way he's just gonna be like, all right, I'll just do what Marvel wants. He's gonna go full on with that shit.
He does the wacky stuff in Spider-Man. So
yeah, but Marvel Studios, as we know them, would not have let him make those Spider-Man movies.
You don't think so?
No, because those movies are campy and there's like horror elements in them, and those are weird superhero movies. They would not have let him make those if Marvel Studios was involved.
Do you think Doctor Strange 2 would be like that movie? Like those movies?
If he directs it, probably, yeah. And he'll probably somehow connect his Spider-Man movies.
I don't think so.
I mean, there is a Doctor Strange reference in Spider-Man 2.
I know, and everybody's been talking about that ever since.
So, I mean, it's possible because he's in the multiverse. So,
I don't know. I don't want that.
I think it could be fun. I just don't think they're going to just let Sam Raimi come in, who's one of the most creative directors like ever, and just do whatever.
They might be like, let's take some risks.
It'd be weird, but they were taking a risk with Scott Derrickson because he wanted to do a fucking horror movie.
It's just they said creative differences. We don't know if it was
creative difference. Yeah, Edgar Wright also left because of creative differences because they wouldn't let him do what he wanted.
True. You want some Sony Marvel news? How about that?
Sure. I think I know what this is.
Sony Pictures is reportedly developing Silver and Black TV series now instead of Silver and Black movie.
No.
Yes.
Don't do this.
Yep.
Nobody cares about. What is their obsession with having these random? Like, I know they don't have anything else outside of Spider-Man. Who the fuck? And I'm talking to you mostly. Who the fuck gives a shit about Silver Sable and Black Cat?
I don't care. And I even know who those characters are. People who don't even know who those characters are give no shits about them.
Yeah. Black Cat is just Catwoman. She's just a sluttier Catwoman. Silver Sable is just a woman with guns who's like Russian or whatever.
Like white hair and stuff.
Yeah. And it's like none of these characters are not interesting. They're just not like, she's basically Black Widow. And then Black Cat is basically fucking Catwoman. So you have two characters that are just like knockoffs of other characters that people already like.
But apparently, they have so much content that they can make 2 hours into like a stick for a TV show.
No, they don't. What is it? Is this gonna be like the fucking Harley Quinn cartoon where it's like her and Poison Ivy like goofing around for 2 hours? Like, I don't need to see that.
I have no idea.
What network is this gonna be on? Sony?
It's gonna be on their new Apple streaming
service. Are they fucking? I don't think that's happening. I was about to say, is Sony gonna like create their own streaming service and like, hey, here's all the Ghostbusters movies?
I wouldn't doubt it. They do that and they put like Baby Driver on there.
Nobody's gonna fucking buy that.
But yeah, I don't know what Sony's doing because I have another piece of Sony news and this is gonna blow your socks off because I doubt you've heard this because this is like recent news that came out like 2 days ago. Sony reportedly is now planning to do a Spider-Woman show. Or not show, movie. Sorry.
Spider-Woman.
Spider-Woman.
Does Sony technically own Spider-Woman? Because I know she doesn't really she's not connected to Spider-Man, is she? She doesn't have like spider powers, really, does she?
Besides the name, no, but she is part of the Spider-Man rights, technically.
That's weird.
Because I think it's because it's based off their first appearance in a comic book, and her first appearance in comic books was in a Spider-Man.
Oh, fucking technicalities.
But yeah, they own it, and they're making a movie about it.
I mean, Spider-Woman's a cool character. I like Spider-Woman, but do we need a movie?
Can't she like fly and stuff?
She can. She can fly and shoot laser beams.
Yeah, she has nothing to do with Spider-Man.
Yeah, she really doesn't.
I don't know why she's even called Spider-Woman. But
I think she got her powers kind of the same way, but she can't like shoot webs or anything. I don't know.
It's weird. That's weird.
It is very weird.
And then my last two, one of them at least. Christian Bale will most likely be a villain in Thor 4.
Yeah, this is interesting. He still could be Beta Ray Bill. I don't want him to be Beta Ray Bill, but he could be. This would be a lot of fun though.
I don't think he'll be Beta Ray Bill at all. Just because I don't think Beta Ray Bill would be the villain of Thor 4.
I mean, why not? If Beta Ray Bill's in it, he's gonna be an antagonist. He's gonna be the bad guy for most of it.
I don't think he'll be the main villain, which I think Christian Bale's going to be the main villain.
Who do you think Christian Bale would be?
He's going to be Galactus. I don't know.
Fucking hell. He just shows up. What the fuck are you doing? You're gonna walk through set like that?
He could be like Kang. He could be.
Ooh,
I don't know.
Shit. He would make a fucking awesome Kang. Put his ass in purple face paint and put that dumb helmet on him that Kang, or his fucking whatever the hell Kang has on his head. Put him in the green suit. Fuck. That sounds awesome. I didn't even think of Kang is always like the villain that I always forget about because he kind of sucks. But Christian Bale would make an awesome Kang.
I mean, it would make sense because this would be after the Loki show, and apparently Loki ties into Thor 4. And Loki has to do with time travel, which is Kang's forte.
Kang is a Time Lord.
He is, so I don't know. Could be it. I don't know.
That sounds fuck. If it comes out that this is who he's playing, we deserve some money. we literally just came up with this just by talking.
We did. I just thought of it.
Something.
I just thought of this now. And then my last Marvel. You're gonna sue Marvel. My last piece of Marvel news: a new Disney Plus show is reportedly in the works. Have you heard about this?
Is this Craven?
No, that is a Sony project. They can't make a Disney Plus show about that.
What is this?
Secret Invasion Disney Plus show.
You mentioned this.
I know
on another as just like a one-off thing. You weren't even like serious about it. You were just like, what if they made like a Secret Invasion show? And I was like, no, fuck you. That's dumb.
You're like, that's bullshit. That's
apparently they're making it.
It's just a rumor, but like it's from sources that people they got right on the Miss Marvel show and stuff like that. So Secret Invasion show.
See, I don't know what like we deserve money.
I don't know what it would be about.
If they're gonna make it, I want it to be like The Office.
Like The Office, like they're just like interviewing people.
It's just like a goofy like workplace comedy about Skrulls in their like day-to-day work space, and it's just like goofy shit.
What if Secret Invasions is like the Avengers level show for the Disney Plus shows?
I mean,
like all this stuff coming together.
I mean, I get. Would they have any of the Avengers in them?
I don't. I mean, if some of them are Skrulls, maybe.
I mean, I guess they could. They could do that.
We still haven't figured out which of the Avengers are Skrulls. So.
Yeah, I remember Kevin Feige was like, "Hey, we're like some of the Avengers are Skrulls," and then they just never brought that up again.
Yeah, I'm still betting on it's like War Machine.
It might be. It'll be fucking Spider-Man.
It's got. No, it can't be Spider-Man.
Why not?
Because he's got powers. I thought
he was in a fucking robot suit for the last 2 movies. All right.
Yeah,
that could have been faked.
It's gotta be some one-off character that nobody cares about that much. Because if like you do like a big character, they're gonna be like, oh, you ruined him. All of his movies, he's not that character. He's a Skrull.
Well, no, I mean they don't have to do that. They could literally just say like from in-game to this show, he's been a Skrull. Yeah, they don't have to make it like his entire backlog. He's just always been a Skrull.
That's what they did with Nick Fury in Far From
Home. Well, I mean, I think there are some other points where Nick Fury was probably a Skrull.
No, the guy who made what's his name, John Watts, who directed Far From Home. He's like, Nick Fury's been a Skrull since Endgame. That's it. That's the only time he's.
That's bullshit. Because there's that one scene in Age of Ultron where he cuts the toast sideways. That's bullshit.
Just a coincidence.
That's not a coincidence. No, he said in Captain Marvel, we're talking about canon, all right? And this is why the canon's going to get fucked up. He said he can't eat toast if it's cut diagonally, and then he fucking does it. You're trying to tell me that fucker's not a Skrull?
It's just a coincidence. It's just a little piece of dialogue that people didn't think of when they were making this scene.
How about you watch these fucking movies and then don't have things in them that contradict other movies?
Because if you have millions of people watching all these movies, somebody's gonna find like, hey.
What do you mean millions of people?
There's millions of people watching these movies.
Writers of fucking Captain. That's a very specific thing. To like, if that was just a huge coincidence that they just happened to reference something that he did in a previous movie without knowing that was like part of the plan, that's weird.
When you make 25 movies,
that's some Illuminati shit.
You're gonna coincidentally make something.
But that's no, fuck you. That's very specific.
I'm just saying.
He's a Skrull.
During the AMA, they should have asked Kevin Feige about that. Like, is this a coincidence or
like yo, Kevin? Is that like part of his character arc? He learns to eat toast sideways.
He finally got over his fear.
He got over his fear of diagonal toast. At the end of Captain Marvel,
Why-
when he becomes like the hardened Nick Fury, that's when he's like, "Fuck, I can eat toast sideways."
It's just, picture if that was the end, like he just picks a piece of toast.
Oh my
and-
god, you don't scare me anymore. Then he fucking eats it.
Why is it toast though? Why can't it be? Why is it just toast?
They needed
It's not
something
all
funny,
bread.
I guess. I guess toast is a funny thing to say. Is
I
it?
don't
Is
know.
it? Because that is something to bring up. Because in Avengers: Age of Ultron, was it a sandwich or was it toast? Because that is a legitimate question.
I think it's a sandwich that he was eating in Age of
Then
Ultron.
maybe he could eat that because he specifically said toast in Captain
which
Marvel.
is not.
Which
is not-
unless you toast the bread, but I don't know why the fuck you would toast bread on a sandwich.
some people do, like grilled cheese.
Those people are fucking terrorists.
Grilled
That's
cheese.
grilled cheese is barely a sandwich. All right,
It's cheese in between.
it's melted cheese in between two pieces of bread. That ain't a fucking sandwich.
It's a sandwich.
That ain't a fucking. That's fucking nachos.
What? No, you can't have nachos without chips.
You can fucking anything can be anything. All right,
Super cereal and cereal soup.
cereal is a form of soup.
Doesn't matter. None of this matters. All food is food.
Nothing matters. We're living in a simulation.
All food is food. You eat it, it turns into poo.
It all goes to the same place.
It does in the ground. In the ground.
Well, I was gonna say my stomach, but
And then it becomes the grass.
and it goes from my stomach and then just becomes grass.
And then the antelope eat the grass. And then we
Why
eat-
antelope specifically?
'cause I'm quoting the Lion King.
Is that a line from Lion King?
It is because he's talking about the circle of life. He's like, we die and we become the grass.
Is
And
that in
then-
both Lion King?
Yes, he says it in both. Of them.
Fuck, I don't remember that.
How do you not remember that?
I don't know. I just watched Lion King like not too long ago. Fuck,
watch it again.
I'm a fake
talking about
fan.
Life. He's like, we eat the antelope, but how do we become stuff? He's like, well, when we die, we become grass. Antelope eat the grass, and then we.
That's
eat
not
the
how that
antelope.
works, Mufasa. You don't become grass.
I mean, you get buried in it. and
Grass
such.
doesn't have a soul. All right.
It does. Did you know that? That's a fun fact.
No, don't fucking no. Don't
It
even
does.
try.
When you cut grass and that smell, it's actually releasing pheromones that they're dying.
Well, yeah, they're dying. That doesn't mean they have souls.
They could have souls. They could be
Like
feeling.
grass is a living thing, but that doesn't mean they have souls. They're like gingers.
When they die, they go to grass heaven.
Grass heaven. They have grass Jesus. Just a blade of grass with a beard.
It's just the tallest piece of grass. That's
Oh my
that's the
God.
black Jesus. That's grass
Goes
Jesus.
on
And
Forever.
whenever another piece of grass grows taller than it, that becomes grass Jesus.
Oh my God, that sounds like hell.
Satan grass is the shortest piece of grass.
Satan grass. So just grass that's insecure about its height.
Yep. That's all grass is. That's all they live for
Oh
is
my
to be
God.
tall.
That's an awful way to live.
Is that all the news stuff you want to talk about?
That's all the
before we
movie
get
news I
into-
got.
All right. I guess we got to end the podcast so we can
We
do
gotta-
Birds of Prey.
You gotta fucking talk about Birds of Prey. What's
I got
your
a
fun fact?
I got a fun fact. I do actually have a fun fact.
What
for
is it?
today. It's another space related fact.
Fuck.
A day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. That's a fun fact right there.
How the fuck does that make sense?
It rotates so slowly that it will actually go around the sun one complete time before it rotates fully.
That's some fucking Stephen Hawking shit right there. Like that doesn't make any sense.
I think we don't know why exactly, but we think it's because it got hit by a meteor so hard that it slowed the rotation so much that it rotates super slow now.
So, see, that just fucked like my entire day up because now I'm thinking about this too hard now.
So imagine if we were on Venus, a year would happen before you saw the sun again, and during one full rotation.
But a year would pass before a day passes.
Yep.
So it could be one day, but then a whole year went by. That doesn't make any sense.
It takes like 265 Earth days for it to make one day, but
Oh
it
my
takes
God.
260 days for it to make 1 year.
Oh my fucking God. But could we just technically, like, if we lived on Venus, we could just switch them around? Like the meanings of like the days are now shorter, and then
That is, then is not the definition of a day in a year anymore.
We're on a fucking different planet.
You also couldn't live on Venus, so it
We also
doesn't matter.
probably couldn't.
No, you can't. You literally can't. It's not like
I mean,
Mars
we
where
don't
you
know. Has anyone
can
tried
live
it?
on- Yeah, we send rovers there, and they immediately
Has a
explode.
person fucking went up there?
No, because rovers explode, and rovers are.
We're not
stronger than people.
rovers. We're human beings. We're carbon-based life forms.
Yeah, and those things are made of metal, and they crush
And metal
it's
sucks.
because it's so dense. The atmosphere is so dense that it crushes everything that goes.
I don't know. I mean, if James Cameron can go to the bottom of the ocean in a private fucking submarine, I think we could go to Venus.
We could go to Venus. It's just you die.
I mean, yeah, we could.
Like just like you could go to the sun. It's just you die.
We can go to the sun. We're just gonna be dead.
So like you would do what you want, but you'll die on the way there.
I'm gonna get in contact with Elon Musk and be like, "Hey, bitch, we going to Venus?"
I mean, you'll die before you reach the sun, so you
Well,
wouldn't
yeah.
make it because you'd burn up.
Imagine someone living among us right now is Superman, and they just don't know it. And then they go to the sun, and then they're like, "Holy fuck, I'm touching the sun." That has to happen at some point in life.
How would they get there?
They go up in a ship.
The ship would melt.
Yeah, and they would live, and that's how they would find out that holy fuck, I'm Superman.
They just keep floating towards the sun after.
They're
the
just like,
ship's
yo, this entire ship caught on fire and melted, and I'm not even in a spacesuit and I'm breathing. I'm fucking Superman. There has to be someone living on this planet right now that is Superman.
Maybe it's you. Have you touched fire before?
No, I'm in too much pain on a regular basis to be Superman.
There's just some guy out there. It's like my back has never hurt.
That's the plot of Unbreakable, honestly. Bruce Willis is like, I don't think I've ever been sick.
Nothing's ever happened to me.
Nothing's ever happened. My life is just fucking boring.
Just never had a paper cut. Nothing.
I've never had a broken bone.
I haven't either.
But I drink a lot of milk, so that's probably why.
I haven't either. The only person in my family that has broken a bone was Derek, and he broke his finger.
That makes perfect sense.
But it wasn't. It was on something stupid. He just fell and he hit his finger.
That makes even more sense.
And then he came home and he's like, "Dad, my finger hurts." And my dad's like, "Whatever."
Your family's amazing.
And then my mom came home and Derek was like, "My finger hurts," and she looked at it and she was like, "It's swollen." And he's like, "I told Dad," and he said, "Whatever."
Was Derek just chilling all day with a fucking broken finger?
My finger hurts. I can't bend it.
Oh, Derek's a badass then. I couldn't have died. I'd been like, there's a bone sticking out of my finger.
It wasn't that broken. It was broken enough though that it was broken.
Well, then it ain't really broken.
It wasn't broken to where it was protruding out of his hand.
Who was that basketball player that like had that happen to him with his knee or whatever?
Kevin Ware?
Yeah. If it's not Kevin Weird, then it's not fucking broken.
Kevin Ware, like, I saw
'Cause
that.
that
live.
was a break. His bone fucking broke and it broke his skin.
Did you see the video? I saw it live.
I saw an image. I didn't see the video. I saw an image of it.
I saw the video live. It was nasty.
Imagine just like living a normal day, doing your job, and then all of a sudden your fucking knee comes out of your body.
It was like he like laid on the ground and he stuck his leg up, right, and his leg was like this, but part of it was hanging by its skin and just hanging like his whole leg was just hanging off.
See that fucking, god damn it.
And the whole bench that was sitting right next to him, they all got up and ran away when they saw it.
Yeah, that's horrifying.
I was just like, oh,
That's like a horror movie.
good. And he just jumped. Like he didn't do anything weird. He just jumped in the air
Goddamn.
and came down and broke his leg.
This is why we should all just like get rid of our legs because they're
Just
very
keep it
fragile.
All right, that was a long. I don't know how we got into broken legs from talking about Venus, but
I don't know. It's our podcast. We can talk about whatever the fuck we want.
But I think that's the end of the podcast.
It is.
So